Welcome to This Week in West Hempstead, sponsored by Spiegel Law PC, 516-873-1683, Tiffany Dry Cleaners, and Reister's Bakery. Here are your hosts, David and Norm. Take it away, gentlemen.
All right, Dan, good to be back. Welcome to This Week in West Hempstead. Norm, what's cooking?
A lot cooking. It's beautiful outside.
Yeah.
It's finally, the humidity's still there, but the temperature's back down to something normal.
Yeah. Speaking of air quality, so there was an arrest earlier this week at 177 Hempstead Avenue, which is in the old I&D shopping center where they have a Turkish restaurant, and they're opening up a Taekwondo type of place. And
it's right up near the Woodfield Road crossover.
Yeah, and
he was busted for a flavored vape.
Yeah, flavored vape. You know, you think that's like the biggest issue in the world is flavored vape. I'm guessing it's probably on the shelf invisible, which is, a big no-no. And
yeah, and I find it very strange. It's just it's one of those things to me where God bless the police. I'm very grateful for all they do. Is this really what we need to be spending our time on? I know, oh my God, the children, think about the children. And I think that's the problem with the flavored vapes, is they think the kids are going to be picking it up. Look, I don't think people should be smoking. I don't think vapes are healthy for you, but at a certain point, is this really the best use of our time? I'm not convinced it is.
Yeah, again, I think it's just an arrest of convenience. It's like, this is an easy bust. And
look,
it hasn't been the first time, by the way, that this place has had issues.
Yeah, but they have a school moving in there now, and that's number one. And number two is you have a law, and they want to enforce it. Look, it's a desk appearance. There's a ticket. He's going to pay a small fine. He's going to learn his lesson. He's going to take it off the shelf. End of story.
Yeah, or be back in business the next hour.
Next hour too.
But I think the school part is really relevant, and that's interesting. So the library. I'm excited about this. First you had the Cone of Silence, which was, great advancement. Now you have this thing called the Library of Things. I actually first saw this at the Merrick Library. This was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, where they have a whole wall and they rent out like a whole bunch of stuff.
Games, right?
Lawn games, I think even tools, board games.
That's very cool.
Things that you wouldn't normally think that a library would rent, but people need them. So I think that's a great advancement.
That's a great idea. That library in particular is really the cutting edge.
Yeah, listen, who knows? Maybe they'll actually take credit card payments, sometime soon. I mean, it's
that's high technology. We're not going there.
Listen, you're laughing about it, but I went in to pay for something. I forget. I think it was the book sale or something like that, and I tried to pay with a $10 bill. Right? It's not a $100.
They can't break a $10 bill.
Break a $10 bill. Credit cards, one thing at a time.
Oh my God, $10! We got to call the Brinks truck.
And by the way, we love the library. We're giving them a little bit out of love.
Tremendous asset for the community.
Yeah, and actually, this coming Monday, the 14th, they're going to be having it's a whole multimedia program about Live Aid. It's the 40-year anniversary. Dan, I know you're a historian and also a music historian. Any thoughts about this?
No, listen, I think it's great. It's interesting you bring it up because I'm actually in the last week in the middle of my second rock star biography. This is one of my guilty pleasures. So Mike Campbell of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers just wrote one that I stayed up too late reading. He talked about playing that show, the bassist from Dire Straits. I mean, it was this really huge thing to raise money for Ethiopian famine. I don't know how well it practically turned out, but it's just a great music lineup, some incredible people, and it's going to be fun for you to go check it out at the library.
That was where Freddie Mercury did his his final concert, and that was like a huge deal. So.
Right, and that movie that they show, it looked like they were only probably raising $1 million or $2 million. I don't know how far that kind of money goes to feeding a country.
No, look, I think they raised $190 million.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice. Originally, and that's 40 years ago.
Yeah, right.
So,
wow. That is a real number.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
by the way,
good.
just for my own complaint about it, that's where I think I figured out Jimmy Page really wasn't what he was at his best with Led Zeppelin. He didn't seem to really have it together at that show.
Yeah, and give a shout out to the Led Zeppelin biography that's up on whatchamacallit. I don't know, where is it playing?
Oh, is some on Netflix or
on
something?
Netflix, sorry, that's what I was thinking of.
okay.
I need more coffee, everyone.
Right.
Sorry about that.
By the way, let me call out that these biographies are at the library. I literally picked up Mike Campbell's biography yesterday. I had to go to the Garden City Library, but that's the great part about the Nassau system. You can go almost anywhere and pick stuff up. It's just great.
So, Norm, hummingbirds. There was a post on one of the Facebook sites, and someone was expressing concern about the absence of hummingbirds. And I know you've had some hummingbirds, and
we haven't had hummingbirds in years.
Really?
We put up a feeder for them. You know, we boil sugar water to make sure it's pure and clean. We hang it on a tiny little string that hangs down. It's red.
Yeah.
You would think it would attract them. We plant flowers underneath them that are multicolored, that are hummingbird / hummingbird flowers, and nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. The sugar water is eaten by ants. Thousands of ants come down this little string over the course of a month. They drink every ounce of that sugar. They lick the feeder clean, and there's not a single bird to be seen.
All right, well, that's a problem. I have noticed, and just a side note, is that there's a lot of fireflies out this year, like a lot more than usual, and I think there's some reason why. There's some scientific reason.
Maybe the rain.
Yeah, I think it is damp conditions have something to do with it. And look, I'm very much not a climate alarmist, but we can certainly see the weather patterns have changed, and presumably the hummingbirds have figured that out.
Yeah. So another story of a car crashing into a building. Seems to be a rash of those. In this case, it was a car crashed into a Uniondale senior complex. Ended up displacing a whole bunch of seniors. 64-year-old driver lost control of her vehicle and just plowed into the building. Thank God no one was, as far as I know, no one was seriously hurt, or there were no injuries. I think the female driver was taken to the hospital. But
I wonder if a speed bump would have helped.
Speed bump. Okay. Get me going.
I just set him off.
It's like, so I just came back from a road trip in Ohio, and guess what? As I mentioned before, everywhere else you go around the country, there are speed bumps. Columbus, Ohio, a city of over 1 million people. West Hempstead, a city of 23,000 people. There are speed bumps in Columbus all over the place. You know that you can't go speeding down a road because you're going to go lose your axle. If there was speed bumps on Roosevelt Boulevard, that would have prevented the Anshe issue. If there's speed bumps wherever this happened, again, I'm making conjecture, obviously.
Well, it will wake people up. I mean, if somebody's not paying attention, clearly a major bump is going to wake you up.
Yeah.
It would seem like a simple fix. I don't get it.
I don't know. I know there's a bunch of politicians who watch our program. Maybe even at some point it can we can get to Bruce Blakeman on this. Weigh in on this subject.
Test it out. Just test it out in a few places and see if it makes a difference.
It's just nuts. Speed bumps. We need them in West Hempstead. We need them in Nassau County. Drivers suck. They don't observe. There's no. Everywhere else you go. By the way, you go on the highways. There's cops all over pulling people over. Outside of New York, for some reason, it's still COVID in New York. We can't even get cops out there. I'm done.
I think you need a commercial so you can cool off.
All right.
Hi, I'm Jeff Wenger, owner and operator of Tiffany Dry Cleaners. We've made things even easier. Schedule a cleaning pickup just with one click on our new app or website. And don't forget, we offer free pickup, delivery right to your door. Tiffany Dry Cleaners gets it just right.
So it's a sad story out of Malverne. The passing of Kathy Ribaudo, and she was the beloved owner of San-Dee Lane's Bowling Center. She's been a pillar of that community for over 35 years, and she's going to be missed by all. And you know, sorry to hear that, and sorry to report on it. I mean, just is the bowling alley still open? I
haven't been there in many years, but I would love to take my grandchildren there. I haven't thought about it for a long time.
Yeah, I believe they are still open. They certainly posted about Kathy on Facebook, and again, these are things that are pillars of these local communities, and to have an institution like that is a really, really big deal to keep neighborhoods together, and she'll be missed, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think the last time I was there, it was actually during COVID, and it was like the weirdest thing, because they spaced people out, and you couldn't put your fingers in the ball. I
have to tell you that while other people were chasing girls in college, I spent most of my college years bowling. A lot of the bowling alleys are gone. The places I used to go to in Brooklyn, at least 4 of them are closed down in the last 15 or 20 years. So to have one still existing is a big deal.
There used to be leagues. That was a big deal.
Yeah, it worked. You know, that's a whole different podcast, and Dan can reminisce about, I don't know, Gil Hodges bowling.
No, Gil Hodges is still there, but Rainbow...
Oh, of course I picked the one that's still there.
If you remember Rainbow Lanes on Knapp Street, they've been gone for years, which is sad.
I like the bumpers.
Let's go shift into black and white.
I'm a bumpers bowler.
Yeah, I think I can... Anyway. So
we got a new juice bar coming,
and it's opening up today. It's having its soft opening for Juice's Sake, which has been in the planning stages for a real long time. And the owner took to Facebook to let everyone know that they're having their opening at 10 a.m. today. They're located right next door to the West Hempstead Pharmacy. We wish them well, and it's exciting to see them come into the neighborhood.
Yeah, my understanding is going to be more than juice. I think they're talking about doing maybe salads and other things of health-related foods. That would be great.
Well, and they're also having kosher certification.
Beautiful.
So that's been a big deal, and wow, it's really exciting. And,
the whole community can enjoy it.
Yeah, for Juice's sake.
So what's this deal with this new chocolate that's arrived?
You know what? Listen,
I don't understand.
A good friend of our show, Alan Skorsky, posted on a couple of social media places. He went over to IND Glotmart, and he bought Dubai chocolate. I think he paid $16 for a bar, which may or may not be relevant. He took a close-up picture, and boom, off goes, the debate. Oh, this is great. This looks like crap. This is overpriced. I don't know. There's a whole new food craze with pistachio everything.
Yeah.
And I'm actually was interested enough by reading all the comments to try it and see what everyone's talking about.
So I've actually tried it before. I don't know, my brother got a bar of it or something. I happen to be a big pistachio fan. It's perfectly good. It's delicious. But some of these places are charging like $30 a bar. For $30 a bar, I want that thing to wash the windows on my car, fill up the gas tank. It's good. Go ahead and try it. But listen, whatever.
For $30 a bar, I want tickets to Dubai.
There you go.
And more importantly, I would just buy a chocolate bar and get some pistachios and just mix them together.
We have Dubai chocolate at home.
I'm actually a big pistachio fan, but I had a pistachio cheesecake the other night. It was terrible. It doesn't go everywhere. You'll have to try the chocolate to see if you like it.
And when I was away, I had this pistachio rugelach, which Danish, which was probably one of the best things that I ever had. Haven't been able to recreate it. But you know who else has incredible pastries is Restoras. So, Dan, what do they got going on there?
We have pecan going on this week. Pecan bars, pecan pies. Everything is on sale this week. If you are a pecan person, that's your place to go. Lots of other things available for sale, and more specials coming up next week.
All right. So, Norma and Dan, I think that's a wrap for this week in West Hempstead. Have a wonderful weekend.
Enjoy.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Please be sure to visit our sponsors, Spiegel Law PC, Tiffany Dry Cleaners, and Reester's Bakery. To find out more or to reach out to us, come visit us on social media at Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website at westhempsteadecho.com.